everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Panthers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chargers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guy...
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the block.
He made it happen.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man. It's Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Cousins now. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Gordon on first down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down second. Second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The play fake. Here's Dobbs. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Come on, let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Dobbs to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. To the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is 10 extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Cousins on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first and 10, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Cousins now on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
First down. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Cousins. Going underneath for Gordon. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've got the lead.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And the big tight end shifting around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And Forbath will put this one through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Defense showing blitz. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Again, this is Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Second down following the run. Try to run down some clock with Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go, Ohio! 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 Ohio!
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Final lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw is Kelly. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory.
Here we go.
Kamara try the right side, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the...
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed.